Police officer gets out and looks at me and says, "Sir, do you have a gun?" In your car. So, well,
Okay, now, do you hear me now? Okay, I see my little thing moving now. So I'm thinking you might can hear me now. Okay, so you hear me now? Okay, good. Sorry, everybody. Fucking YouTube. All right, Crazy Scotsman, Rich 4150. Do you guys want a link? What was going on at the TD Center this weekend? Okay. All right, Crazy Scotsman, give me a second and I'll send you a link. I'm just having all kind of problems tonight. Okay. Rich. We'll send you a link too, Rich, in case you want to join in. You don't. There's no obligation. You don't have to join in. But I'm gonna send one out there to you. Check your YouTube inbox. PM. There he is.
I'm here, but hang tight. I got to move.
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you got to do. Yeah, fresh haircut. So a little lady at the well, not little lady. Hell, she was a young lady. Tried to style me up a little bit there. So there you go. I got a little styling going on.
What's happening?
What's going on, Rick? Scotsman?
How we doing?
Doing good.
I got it, Pops. I got to see some blue. Is that a backdrop or what?
Have you? Yeah, that's it. I still got to go move to a better place, but I like that. Did you put any ammo out today at all, or?
I did a 300 yesterday.
I got one question for you. Do you have a light on that thing at all?
No. I had this one stuck in the hole.
Oh, okay. All right.
With a rubber band. But
well, you sent me that text with the picture, and I'm like, oh, he's got it all lit up. Anyway, I told you I was going to send you something, and it's kind of related to that, so that's what I wanted to ask.
Oh, cool. No, I was using that big. Well, you can see it in this thing. Just the camera light.
Right on.
It's amazing.
It's pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna move. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, we're live. All right, thanks, Raj.
Well, I was running late. I had my alarm set on my phone, and it didn't go off. I just happened to wake up, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's 9:30." Let me just go start this thing, and I'll invite people as we go along. Because I was trying to, well, I was pretty close because I'm usually it's about 9:40 anyhow before I get started. And then my damn microphone wasn't working. Finally got that son of a bitch to work. I was sitting here just jibber jabbing along, and nobody could hear me. Oh, Bad Billy wants a link. Okay, cool. Link on the way, buddy. Hang on. Give me a minute. We'll get this shit figured out eventually. All right, Billy, check your YouTube inbox. Should be there shortly. Hey, Rich.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How bad? How are you, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad.
I know there's been some a lot of talk about Charlottesville on the internet. Be honest, I hadn't seen that much about it, but I have seen a few stories about it, and but from what little bit I've seen, and if I'm wrong, you guys correct me. It looks like racists on both sides clashed. So far, that's what I've got. If that's a wrong assessment of it, give me your opinion of what happened. But from what I've seen, there were racists on both sides, and they clashed.
I'll tell you what I know about it. It's pretty extensive, and I'd like to get pretty deep into it if you don't mind. But what I know about it, I heard Rich do a rant for like a minute, so I know that. And then I know about what you just said for the last 10 seconds. So yeah, I'm pretty up to date on all that.
Nice.
Well,
I'm about the same.
I've just heard that they were racist on both sides, and there was a clash. And so I don't give a fuck if you hate white people, if you hate black people, if the two of you get involved into an incident and you clash, I ain't got no sympathy for neither fucking one of you. You're both fucking racist, okay? So fuck you. If you kill each other, so fucking be it.
That's what Rich said, basically.
Yeah,
did
let them all.
somebody actually get shot or killed or something of some sort?
One person that I know of that, as far as I've heard so far.
Yeah, I think one person got like run over with the car and a bunch hurt, and then some people got beat with bats and whatnot. From I don't know a lot about it, but a little bit of just what I've seen. I've been trying not to pay attention to it, and it's just like I just get pissed off every time I see anything about it. It's just represented so wrong the way it's all put, like it's all. And I don't care right or left. I really don't. I think it's all bullshit. But the way it's put, like it's blaming. Well, it's all the right. They're doing all this crap, and that's what really gets to me. It's irritating.
Well, the latest thing I seen was this guy I listened to. Hey, Billy. Listen to this guy, The Mind of Jamal. This is a black dude out of North Carolina. He puts out these very thought-provoking videos, and basically that's what he was saying. It was like, look, it was right. It was, right-wing racist. It was Black Panthers, Antifa, all these hate groups. And he was like, they clashed. It was racist against racist. And he was just like, even he was like, I don't care if a bunch of racists kill each other.
I just want to know one thing. Who fucking won?
Yeah, I don't know if there was a winner.
Yeah, let them all just fuck each other up. I mean.
Well, the Antifa, the Black Lives Matter, I am totally against all that. And for that matter, any white supremacists that are out there, I got no use for none of them.
No, fuck them all. They're all douchebags. But I mean, if you got an Antifa group, okay, Black Lives Matter. They might be some badasses. I mean, I bet Vegas has odds on this shit. How much you want to bet? If fucking Black Lives Matter, there might be some pretty tough dudes in there. But the Antifa, they're going to get fucking crushed. If this was a three-way fucking battle, I mean, I got my money on it either, and I might do a split bet or something like that, like Black Lives Matter versus the fucking KKK. But the Antifa is going to get crushed just in the mix. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends on how many stuffed animals are given out that day. Because you want to talk about some fucking pussies. The Antifa, oh my God. What a bunch of wusses. I hate the fact that you don't even ever mention anybody Caucasian. If you're going to be an Antifa, you do not represent me, okay? Go play with your coloring books, okay? Billy, what's up, dude? Just first time you've been on my chat.
Yeah, not much. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, good.
I don't think this was the first time, was it?
Well,
yeah, I've been on Rick's chat.
Oh. Yeah, Billy don't like rednecks, so that's part of it.
Well, he's hanging around the wrong damn bunch of people. I can tell you that. Well, he's not for me anyway.
What's up, Billy?
Yeah, he was missing that one, huh?
Just got in from playing a little golf.
Nice.
Well, go ahead and do an intro, Billy, because I don't, like I say, I'm almost positive this is the first time you've at least been on my chat. You may have been on other chats, but at least my chat. So go ahead and do a intro, man.
All right. Well, for anybody that doesn't know me, my name's Bad Billy, and I am one of the Ammo Mafia members.
Welcome to the chat, dude.
Thank you.
Also a Farmageddon
Brother.
veteran,
Yeah.
so that
Member of the
automatically,
Armageddon crew. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, that gives you an automatic entry to any chat I do.
Like it or not.
You don't have to come in, but you got to invite anytime you want.
Check it out, Billy. There it is, brother.
The Dylan has arrived.
It has.
You been playing with it yet?
Hell yeah. Here's some Freedom Nuggets here. If I tilt it and show you guys, I'll spill them all. I got a whole bunch of boxes. I've done 300 rounds so far.
What caliber?
40.
All right. I like
I
that.
did
Mine's set up for 40 right now too. I'm sure you're not surprised, but
I got 4.5 grains of tight group. I'm running, and the reason why I'm running 4.5 is because I want to be able to shoot it out of everything.
right.
This isn't my magic recipe for my Infinity. But I need to get a 9. I need to get a conversion kit for a 9mm. I got one for the Dylan, or the smaller one over here, but and then 223. I got all the dies for the 223. So I'll be making some Freedom Nuggets. It is badass though.
Yep, it's no joke. There's no substitute, I'll tell you that.
Damn, is that thing got a crane coming off of it or something? It looks pretty awesome.
Well, it's brand new and shiny. I did put too much brass in the top and it wouldn't spin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an amateur mistake. You gotta maybe
I tried
the most you can put in is about a quart-sized bag of brass.
And that's probably the most coolest thing ever is watching that shit drop in one less step. I'm like, all right, this is awesome.
It's like having a fucking robot to help you.
I know. I thought I ordered the strong mount, but it never showed up. So I guess I didn't. It's not on the receipt. So for what you see right here, plus some boxes of dies and shit, is $1,100.
Yeah, you got to have the strong mount. It's so much better, and that'll raise it about 6 inches.
Well, you know what's cool? I'm sitting in a bar stool chair that goes up and down like for a shop, and it's kind of a nice height.
Yeah, but you can get it. You're on a 24. You just need to get a 30-inch stool.
Well, this thing will go.
Oh, okay.
But
I stand up when I reload. I don't even sit down.
I usually do on that one, but I got the strong mount for that one, so I don't know. I don't know what we'll do here.
But people have made comments to me before. Fuck, you stand up the whole time? I'm like, yeah. I mean, because you're constantly moving back and forth, and to sit down is just really a hassle when you think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations. It's awesome.
Thanks. Sorry, I don't want to suck up the chat on a reload, but
yeah.
It's beautiful.
Rick, did you receive my package?
I did. It's sitting right there. I just got home yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So I actually opened it up and tried them on. I haven't done any videos or anything, but they seem to be pretty cool. I haven't seen what the video footage is going to look like, but I put them on when I was building some of this. So
Pistol Pete put some footage on with them today. They look like they take pretty nice HD video.
Yeah, I haven't seen that video yet. I wanted to watch it.
Mossy Nut put one out too, and it looked pretty good for like shooting kind of stuff, or you know, where you're up, you know, semi close to whatever. Yeah, comms. I'm home, and I saw the what the hell is it called? Newspaper that you sent me. That's pretty awesome. It says "shoot him in the face" on it. Where's that? It's not fun.
So Rob, what kind of load are you working on for the 40?
Well, 4.3 grains tight group with a 180 grain bullet works fine. But I'm gonna I'm going to try to tweak it just enough to be above major power factor. I don't know if you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is that pretty similar to what Rick runs in his?
Yeah, the idea is you want to be 5% over, major. So in case you get caught and they test your ammo, but they don't ever test your ammo to a local match. I mean, Rick, I don't know if you've ever been tested. I've never been tested, so it comes more into play. It actually, the most important thing is to make the gun function, but I've never had ammo tested, so.
So what does a 40 cal round have to weigh to make that power factor or whatever?
Well, the heavier it weighs, the slower it can move, because the power factor is a calculation of velocity. It's either divided or multiplied times the weight of the bullet or something like that, and then you get what is it, Rick? 165 is major. Is that right?
Right off the top of my head, I can't even guess.
Or 160 or something like that. But anyway, you get a number based on the velocity and the weight of the bullet. So the idea is the heavier the bullet, the slower it can move, and then the lighter the bullet, you have to push it a little faster to make power factor. And anyway, it's a weird system. I could show you. I spent 2 hours today, and this is a kind of a funny story. I did a video, but I decided not to post it. This last match that I just did, they actually scored me in minor because I was so been out of shape about the 40 cal that I said, well, when I registered, I said, I'm going to just shoot the old pistol in minor. I showed up there with the 40 and I shot major. I had to go through the whole damn breakdown of the match and recalculate all my scores to see where I would have ended up in major for my hit factors, everything. And it was like 2 hours to do it. But anyway, so it's like 2 pages of math to figure all that out. But and I'll give you a real quick breakdown, because if I did a long one, everybody'd quit watching. But your hit factor is basically the points that you get divided by your time, and then what you have to do is take your hit factor and divide it by the person that won the match, his hit factor, to get your percentage. And then if the stage that you're running has a maximum available points of 100, that percentage is what you get of the points. So if you divide your hit factor by the guy who won the stage, his hit factor, and let's just say your percentage ended up being 59%, and the stage is worth 100 points, you just got 59 points for that stage. Well, where it comes in is all your hits for major power factor are worth more than minor, so your hit factor goes up. So when you divide your hit factor by the winner's hit factor, you end up with more stage points than you would if you shot minor. It's a fucking train wreck. It's really ridiculous, but I don't want to waste any more time on it. But what it is it's a way to gauge how you compete against whoever won, not like everyone in the whole freaking world. So it's a formula to see how you competed against the best person at that match, and that's it.
Yeah, I need to quit messing around with those damn pussy calibers and either go 45 or 9mm. Make up your fucking mind, okay? Quit going in between. Bi calibers is what I call them. You got transgender caliber that y'all are shooting. Either go 45 or fucking 9mm.
Well, you go ahead and find me a 140mm magazine that'll hold 20 rounds of 45, and I'll fucking do it tomorrow.
There you go.
And so therein lies the problem, right? So you're looking to run major power factor, but have 20 rounds, and 40 caliber is where it's at. And I don't make the rules. I just try to game the game, and that's what everybody's doing.
I remember reading about people trying to hot rod up 9mm to do that, and that's where you get into your 9x21s, and or people actually used to use 38 Super. So 38 Super used to be a big time caliber in competitive shooting.
Yeah, but USPSA actually has in their rules, you have to have a 40 caliber or above to even be in major. So you can't you can't hot rod a 9 and still get in. So they just did away with that right off the rip.
It's because it's not even safe to make a 9 that to the heavy.
Right. Yeah.
And then the problem with the, I've been telling you guys for years now, the 40's the way to go there, Mr. Rob.
Well, I had to figure it out on my own, but I appreciate you trying.
Rick, in IDPA, can't you hot rod a 9 and get in?
In IDPA, see, that's the thing where I shoot and compete. It's all unsanctioned, non-sanctioned, and then we get away with a lot of stuff that you would not if you're running like an actual going somewhere where you're going to get a real first, second, and third kind of deal. But there is classifications, and it's mostly on pistol type more than anything.
I was talking to a guy at a gun shop last week, and he was telling me that in IDPA, what he typically does is run 124 grain 9mm as hot as he possibly can.
I don't know.
Yeah, to get to major power, and I know we probably boring some people out there. I mean, I know what you guys are talking about. I have heard of people hot rodding up 9mm enough to barely qualify for that. But like I said, you got the 9x21 hunts for food out there, 9x25 deal, and I hadn't even heard of that round. And 38 Super used to be a big time caliber that competition, but even with that, they were using 1911s. You know, that was the deal. 1911 with 38 Super. That was a big, but we're talking years ago, before the internet, when I was just reading magazines, doing my research and shit, you know.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people are still running them.
I'm gonna learn on this.
Glock 32.
Was y'all talking to me? I'm sorry, I got up.
No.
All right, good.
No, just talking about the heavy and our minor and major stuff.
So Rob, on the recoil side of it, where does the less recoil come in? More weight or less velocity?
That's where I don't. Yeah, that's where I'm not really that smart about it. I think that you're trying to run the heaviest bullet at the slowest velocity, and then you match your recoil spring to that to make it function properly. So there's three things going on, but I'm not smart enough yet to figure all that out. And then there's this thing called cadence, right? Like if you shoot the pistol as quick as you want to shoot, having that spring and that the way the bullet functions and the spring, having your sight picture come back into your sight radius as quick as possible and naturally as possible is almost more important than, recoil. So it has to do, it's like that MPG guy. I don't know if y'all, I know Rick follows him. I don't know how many other guys know him, but he said it's more of an art. There's no one formula that you can just give to somebody, because the minute you grip that gun's going to operate differently in your hand versus another guy. And the way that it recoils and the cadence and how that sight gets back on target is all about you figuring out what weight bullet. Obviously, you got to meet major power factor, but you also have to figure out what works best for you. So I think it's just time behind the gun and trying a lot of different shit.
Yep, it's a magic recipe.
All right, it's just to break up the monotony of this boring ass shot. Everybody show an ugly fucking gun, okay?
Oh, you want to see ugly? Check this shit out.
I'm sorry, man. I don't own a Glock, so I can't show ugly.
Yeah, here's an ugly gun. There's a Glock.
There's a Glock 43 that's hand stippled that looks like ass, but it works.
I'll show a nice gun though.
Okay, well, if you what is that?
That's the APX.
Okay, HK.
That's the Beretta.
Beretta, yeah.
Beretta. Okay.
I don't like the way those things look. I think they look a little weird with those little things on them, but
Actually shoots pretty well though.
yeah, that's all that matters.
Only thing I don't like about it, the sights are pretty high, and it's not a threaded barrel, so it doesn't make any sense to have them as high as they are.
Yeah, but that's like the what is it, the SP01 tactical where they got the real high sights. I mean, they offer those, but a lot of people buy them and never put a suppressor on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to make more sense to me that you just put standard height sights on it and sell it. And then if people are going to buy a suppressor, then they can buy taller sights.
Yeah, I mean, they only just started offering the barrel, forearm threaded barrel, about a month ago. You know, and the gun's been out for 6 months.
Yeah, slow to the game, I guess.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, he's got his suppressor ordered and waiting on the damn paperwork and all that shit. And it's like, it's a 10-month ordeal to get that.
Yeah, just a waiting game.
Little cool factor though. These things are awesome.
Yeah, tool monkeys out there that did the operating. Trust me, if he had seen what the actual hospital did to get that shit out of my arm, there was no way in hell he was getting that bullet out of me. None. He tried his best. He was being very, very cautious with me. Fucking the nurse must have shot me a dozen times with whatever it is, you know, the numbing shit around that little bitty area. I mean, like 12 fucking shots and opened my ass up big time. See that? Look at that nasty.
Yeah, that's not as big as I thought they would, but yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did they sew it back up, or they just?
Nope. They said since it was such a old wound, it was better not to sew it up.
Yeah.
Just in case any kind of infection was in there to let it get out.
Did they clean it out and squirt all the saline shit in there?
Yeah, about half a gallon of saline.
Yeah, more the merrier when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, she hosed the shit out of it and then just wrapped it up. And I just I had it wrapped up until today. I opened it up today, just kind of let it air out.
TR, you forgot to go Marky Mark style and do a whole bunch of whippets before you did home surgery.
Man, when I cut my finger off, they shoved the needle straight through the end of it. They were like, well, there's no sense piercing the skin. Fucking the end of the finger's wide open. They just shoved the needle in there and blew my hand up like a balloon with the lidocaine and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How long ago did you do that, Rob?
So at least 15 years ago, maybe even 20.
There wasn't enough of it left to put it back on?
No, it was a whole piece, but it was missing the hinge, the joint, so there was no way to put it back on.
And for those, I think some people asked they did because, well, Rob, you know, there was some chit chat going on about not telling the hospital what happened. They did call the cops, but it wasn't the hospital that actually called the cops. It was a security guard. And he had stuck his head in the room and asked me what county I was in. And I knew then, I was like, okay, this guy's starting trouble. I was like, okay, I'm in Greenville County. And so a little while later, while the nurse was cutting on my arm, Greenville County cop showed up. He come in there and started questioning me. And even the nurse was like, do we have to report every, incident, blah, 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 and he was just like, well, not really. He said it depends on the situation. If you think something was going on, he said, I'm not really sure why they called me here. And I told the cop, I was like, well, the security guard stuck his head in here and he said something. And as soon as I said security guard, he just rolled his eyes. He was like, okay, I know why I'm here now. And he laughed it off. He was like, so you did that a month ago and it was a ricochet and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, okay. And pretty much just left. He didn't even ask me what my fucking name was.
You should have told him to subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I
no
did.
shit.
I told him it was on YouTube. I told him it was on YouTube. If he wanted to see when it happened, it was on YouTube. And when he left, about a minute later, he stuck his head back in. He was like, well, if I actually wanted to look it up on YouTube, what's your channel? So I told him my channel. I said, you'll have to scroll back about a month, but it's on there. I said, the name of the video is I Freaking Shot Myself.
Well, that's hard to find. I don't know how he's going to find that.
How many views are you up to on the new one?
Damn near 1,000.
I thought you were going to put some
50,000.
hospital footage in there too.
My phone was about dead. Well, I couldn't see. She did it like my arm was like laid like this, so I couldn't see what she was doing. I couldn't have recorded it if I wanted to, just because the angle she was doing it at. So.
Gotcha.
I got your email, Scotsman.
Cool.
It doesn't say cancer though; it just says in the face.
That's all right. That'll work.
All right.
Yeah, let me grab some. I'll be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
So we had an Ammo Mafia email going around arguing about what pistol has the least amount of moving parts. I said it was the Glock. Does anybody have anything different?
Yeah, old Henry's out there asking that shit.
Yeah.
A 320 doesn't have very many parts. All you got to do is drop it and it'll go off.
That's right.
Well, I was watching Planet of the Apes one time, and they made a gun out of a fucking bamboo stick and some kind of powder and a rock. So, or no, that was I think that was Captain Kirk on Star Trek, actually. So, I'm gonna go with that. It's got like 3 moving parts, and most of them are human. So,
Some people were saying Makarovs had less moving parts than a Glock.
yeah, I couldn't remember, so that's what I put out there in the chat. Something German, or is that Russian? I don't know.
All right, I still got to do a video on it, but Surefire. My buddy, my surgeon.
Your surgeon, yeah, I was gonna say.
Tool Monkey.
Tool surgeon.
Yeah, tool surgeon has donated this is for the C-Max, a weapons light, Surefire.
Nice.
Very nice.
With the, it's got the pressure switch. Yeah, very nice light. Anyway, I got to do
talking last night a little bit about how much shit there is in that giveaway. We need to figure out a way to drive more traffic to it.
Exactly. That's why I said I need to do a video on it and need to come up with a list of everything, just because I know Dirt Road's doing pretty much a whole AR-15 other than the lower.
Well, that's on the latest one I put out. I'm going to complete the AR-15 and make it an entire package. So I'm going to get the lower. I'm going to make it a complete gun pretty much. And then I'm going to buy probably about 1,000 rounds of ammo and some other stuff and make it a whole AR package.
Awesome. Yeah, we need to figure out a way to get more traffic to, and I don't know, maybe just us doing update videos may be enough.
Maybe we could do like a hashtag something and do like that, put them all out at one time or something. Maybe try to get everybody, a bunch of people on board at once. That seems to help out, because those did pretty good, didn't they, Pops? Whenever. Yeah,
the Let Freedom Ring thing. I'll do whatever y'all want to do. I'll be in any way I can be a part of it, and I know everyone here would probably too. But you guys come up with an idea, anything. I'm up for it.
You could do the shoot him in the face one, or C-Max giveaway, hashtag C-Max giveaway or something.
I don't know. It's got to be something. It's got to be something that's titled "Fun" for like the viewers. I mean, what you're really trying to do is get people to click on the video. I mean, honest to God, that's the bottom line. After that, you can kind of get into what it's all about. So, I mean,
naked women. And
I'm not. Well, no, because because then you're attracting a broader crowd that doesn't give a shit. So there's a marketing method there that I'm not a genius about, but I do know you got to target the right audience, but you also have to sort of find a way to get people to click on the video. Those two things I know. Other than that, I'm not an expert about exactly what it should be.
Okay, we'll ask the audience out there, because I agree with you, Rob. You got to hit the right people, but you don't want it to be flat out. You don't want the title to be, hey, let's help cancer, or let's help our friend do battle cancer. So, audience, give us a hashtag, just because, I mean, I'm not even on Twitter or nothing like that, but if you do hashtag videos, for some reason that shit gets views. So y'all give us, no, not shoot cancer in the face. No, it's got to be something more.
Something fun and attention grabbing.
Yeah.
It definitely has to be not too long, catchy, something you want to click on. I mean, all these things have to fill, but I don't know.
We need to get some of these monster channels involved too. You know, like you got Ebomi, he's got 20,000 subscribers. Rick, aren't you friends with the Daily Shooter? He's got like 60,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys are real careful about what videos they put out. They protect their fucking kingdom status. I mean, so it's not. We had a chat last night about this bullshit. I mean, a lot of these big channel assholes don't really care to get involved in stuff like this.
I know Ebomi would do a video for us.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, no problem. I bet he. I would bet he would.
He was working on something, so I talked to him just about every day. He said he was working on something for it.
Yep, I don't doubt that one bit.
Weird shit. There you go.
That Coca-Cola boy guy we know, he's got about 10 or 15,000 subs. He might do one.
Maximilian, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I seen that. Win shit.
Yeah, that's straight to the point right there.
Yep.
I know that some of the Ammo Mafia members have already donated, but I'll work on those guys about getting videos out for it. So that, I mean, we have a pretty good reach there between everybody. Nobody's got thousands and thousands of subscribers, but between all of us, we have a pretty good reach.
Yeah, you guys are, y'all's network is the strongest I've ever seen, quite honestly. And I get to see it in a unique way. It's really awesome.
Yeah, 900 fucking emails a day.
Hey, but you know what? It's that one or two emails that are really, really awesome. And like I said, I try to do my part, but
yeah, I've seen Rob's latest video. I assume is his latest video thanking the Ammo Mafia. He had the tires, the TV, and I was like, man, I need to keep up with those videos more because there's some deals going on out there.
I'll be honest with you, man. Yeah, sorry, Billy. Go ahead.
The tire deals are amazing.
Yeah, and by the time that shit goes out, you know, guys, honestly, it's usually over. There's nothing to be had. But it's kind of cool. I'm enjoying it.
But you know, to be honest, not that I'm even shopping for tires or a computer, but it's just kind of cool. To be me personally, it's like it's good to see somebody get a deal on something. It's like, holy shit, that was a deal. You know? Awesome.
Yeah, for C-Max, Scotty's a good one.
But I can speak personally as far as cancer. I mean, I don't want to bring the chat down or anything like that, but whether you got insurance or not, that shit will put you in a poorhouse. So I get it. I understand it. And that's why I'm helping.
Yeah, there's so many things that you don't think of that are a part of that you have to pay for. It really adds up a lot.
Like Finger Lakes has a pretty good idea in there. It's like a collaboration, like they do. Like you'll see the actors spit out their propaganda bullshit. That might be something pretty good where we'll have a bunch of us do like a little clip or whatever, and somebody put it all together.
Yeah, but you'd have to deliver it in a way that gets lots of views. So that's the key.
Should just use Rich's last video 2 videos ago. That can get somewhere.
What was it? A minor rant or something?
Minor rant. I was like, holy crap! Somebody's got a pissed off mood. I like it.
Well, I didn't. I watched your video, but I didn't know what you were talking about because I didn't understand, so I didn't know what to say. But
yeah, I don't know. I usually don't even put out stuff like that because I didn't make much sense or anything. I was just
it's
driving
cool.
down the road and I was pissed.
I love seeing people get passionate and fucking speaking their mind. I love that. I just didn't know what the hell you were talking about, so I couldn't. I'm not up on current events.
Yeah, you're lucky.
But chances are, I agree with you.
$200 to $2,000, buddy. Depends on what you want to spend. Here's $1,100.
You need to get a better view for everyone, Rick.
You know
want
what,
a better
Rick?
view? Hold on. I'll fucking give you a better view.
You know what, Rick? I know you're trying to show that thing off, and by God, you should. You should be proud of that baby.
I only waited 100 years. Dun, dun, dun. Let's start up here. Let's start at the top where all the magic begins. That was better at the camera here. All right. You put them in empty there, and they come out right there. Little 45 shell on the top for a little more weight. I put this on backwards the other day and it was pissing me off. I needed to read the directions on that. I like this.
Hey, I'll tell you. I'll give you a little hint right now. What you just pointed out. You know that little activator bar that goes down to the got a little spring on it. Yeah. You said it. You see how it's woven through those two like oblong holes.
Yeah.
All right, take a rubber band and feed it from where your thumb is over to that die to the left. Because
all right, I got a rubber band. Now what?
Now just like loop it around, like loop it over that rod. Just loop it, not over it. No, just like loop it on itself. No, not there. Just on the rod itself, below there.
This one, okay.
Yeah, like go around it and through the rubber band. No, just one loop. Now stick that on that die right over there to your left. Yep, there you go. That might not make sense. It might not make sense right now, but in about 10,000 rounds, you'll make sense why I told you to do that.
Well, fuck. Tell me what's up.
No, I mean, so they eventually start coming out of those slots. You know, the top. It'll start getting hung up. The little S turn at the top of that rod.
Yeah.
And what all you're doing with that rubber band is keeping both of those plates pulled together tight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you don't need it right now, but when they start getting loosey goosey, it'll help. But
I'll tell you what I did wrong. I put this side. I fed it through here.
right.
And then it was getting caught in there. I'm like, what? Why can't I point in the right direction? Yeah. It was getting caught in here. I'm like, what the hell? Then I figured out I needed to flip it.
Yeah, it's all kind of little. There's a, you know, that little ball bearing that pushes on the bottom of the shell plate.
Yeah, right here.
Underneath it, you can't see it. Yeah.
It's under here.
There's a way to modify that spring underneath that ball so that it won't launch the next. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you guys keep on coming up with those hashtags, man. We'll hit something. There's a lot of good ideas out there, but the more we have, the maybe something will kind of hit everybody.
Primers keep coming out the back of this sometimes.
Well, every time you run that thing around and you don't set a primer, it's going to dump out.
Yeah, on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, the dead ones are coming out of here for some reason once in a while.
Oh, you don't have a cup for that?
Yeah, there's a blue cup. This one.
Okay.
I told you to buy the 550, fucker.
I don't want the 550.
That 650 will load 308s. No problem.
I got that in the works too. Well, I'm doing 223 next, but
yeah, but I mean it's capable. Now here's the funny thing. You know, you're used to pulling that handle with 9 or 40 or whatnot. The minute you go to a rifle case, man, you're gonna have to relearn the pressure and all that shit. It's a different ball game, and that's really where you're gonna want that fancy little rotating handle, because that ball,
you need the leverage, huh?
yeah, that ball's gonna get old quick.
Yeah, it already is.
Yep. You need to wear a glove.
I got the same one on that pretty much.
Yeah, little by little, you'll perfect the shit out of that thing. You'll love it.
Rick, I'd like to put in my order for 2,000 rounds of 9mm.
WTF saying he told me to tape this right here.
Yeah, and if you think Billy needs ammo, you must think the fucking Pope's Jewish.
Billy, I've seen pictures of your collection of ammo. You can't even see the wall. Billy's walls, well, besides that one he's got, is just ammo boxes.
Well, I need some rounds for that new CZ that I'll be getting soon.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you definitely want to make ammo for a nice pistol. You don't want to. That's really where it comes in, honestly. But
yeah, it's going to be wonderful. I'm going to spend $1,700 on a pistol and then $2,000 on a reloader. I can't fuck.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, to spend like I spent 8 hours at a pistol match shooting for 5 minutes. It's fucking beautiful.
You got to feed the beast, brother.
That's right.
If you think about those matches, it really is ridiculous what you're willing to put yourself through, because, you know, one's 20 seconds, another one's 40 seconds. I mean, 6 stages, you're honest to God, you're shooting for 5 whole damn minutes, and you've devoted 8 hours to shooting for 5 minutes.
That's why I shoot slow. I get more bang for the buck. That's the same with golf. If I'm going to play golf, I'm going to at least swing at that thing about 98 times just to get my money's worth.
Yeah, I don't fuck with golf. I'm terrible. I've played a couple times with my wife and stuff, but
it's a pain in the ass sport.
I'm just going to wait until I come down to the farm in the spring and I'll buy a couple thousand rounds off you, Rob, and I'll be good for a while.
Well, what we got to do is figure out what you need, and then, you know, we'll get you made what you need instead of having to wonder about it. But
yeah, we could try some different recipes. Are you going 40 or 9?
No, I'm getting a Tactical Sports Orange 9.
I like it. Can I hang out with you?
Yes, you can next spring.
All right.
Yeah, now you gonna run Steel Challenge, or are you just gonna?
I think I'll probably try USPSA first.
It's a fuck ton of fun, dude. Golly.
There's a lot of matches in my area. I've been looking a little bit, and it's crazy. You shoot every fucking weekend. Yeah,
that's cool. You got so many matches here. Like this weekend, I had to drive an hour and a half, but it was worth it. It's a beautiful place. I'm gonna go back there every month, I think. But there are, so like in Atlanta or certain areas, there's a high, you know, they make sure they're every other Saturday, like they don't step on each other's toes, so you can shoot every Saturday. It's pretty cool.
There's a shit ton of sportsmen's clubs within 45 minutes of here.
That's awesome.
Don't get mad when you're all addicted and you got 10 grand into it.
That's the reason I'm not doing it, because I know I'll probably get addicted to it.
It is, no doubt.
I wonder if they do it in the winter time around here, though.
Oh yeah, good point. I don't know.
I'm sure there's IDPA matches indoor, but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. That's a good point. I don't know.
We just had a new range. It's getting ready to open up in 2 weeks. It's huge. It's a You can buy a private membership there and stuff. It's about 20 minutes from me, but they have 35 25-yard indoor pistols, 15 50-yard, and 500-yard indoor lanes.
Wow.
5 100-yard or
Yeah,
5
100-yard, 5 stalls.
There's
Damn.
a place in California that's like that. It's got a 100-yard range, 50, and it's 25. It's amazing.
Yeah, I put $7 million in the place.
Whew. That's why I don't own a shooting range.
Damn.
I was just talking to a guy that owns a local shop close to me that moved to a new location. He's got about 4 acres that are unused, and I was talking to him about putting in a range, and he was saying that he doesn't want to take on an investor or a partner, and he said to put in 15 25-yard stalls, it's $2.5 million.
Damn.
And that's
So he said he's looking into those portables, Rick, like you took the videos of. He said he can buy 4 of those for about, had 4 of them for about 240 grand.
Well, see that one video I showed you? That was $500,000.
Really?
Yeah, those things are
for a 2-stall trailer.
4. It's 4 2 lanes. No,
Okay.
that doesn't make sense. 2 of those connexes, each one connex has 2 lanes.
Right. Yeah, I think he said that they were. I don't think he told me they were as much money as that, though. I think he said they were 150,000 a piece.
Well, this one has all the computer training stuff in it, so that's probably a huge part of the price. It's got 900. It's over 900 scenarios, and the screen has fiber in it, like little pieces of metal. So it registers all the different hits. So you can either run live ammo or laser. But 900, it'll do like fake pepper spray. It'll pick it up when you spray it, and it'll pick up a taser, and it'll pick up a light. It's like a red light. And when the scenario's going, the whole thing's dark except wherever you're pointing the light. It's pretty awesome.
Man, that sounds awesome. Sounds like a blast.
I'm trying to get the key to that thing so I can play in it at night.
I just hate shooting indoors. I had to go to Palmetto State Armory, and their range is nice, by the way. I finally had to shoot indoors to test out that 40. It was a really nice place, but I hated it. But
yeah, it's not as nice as outdoors.
Yeah, $20 an hour. It was a nice place.
Yeah, next time when I come down to the farm next year, I kind of want to take a trip over there. I want to check that place out.
Yeah, the one in Somerville, which is closest to the farm, is the biggest one in the state. Well, it's the biggest one, period. So
there's one towards Greenville or in Greenville.
Yeah, but it's not as. I don't think it's as big. I don't know if that one does. That one have a gun range?
Yeah,
it does. Okay,
it's not huge, but it has one.
Yeah, I want to say the one in Somerville is the biggest store. I tried to pick up an Infinity. I mean, not an Infinity. Was it an ATI? Was it an
STI?
STI. I'm sorry. And I was in a hurry, and I had to come in and go out of there. Well, the next day, I was heading back up that way to a fucking Walmart of all places. But on the way, I was like, I called the guy, and I'm like, yeah, I was there yesterday, and y'all got 2 STIs. The guy was like, we don't have nothing like that. And I swear to God, I looked at both pistols. They were both around $2,700. I said, I know it was a STI limited 9 and an STI limited 40. He's like, no, we ain't got nothing like that. I'm like, well, there's no fucking way I imagined that shit. I said, I'm going to come up there and I'm going to show you. And I said, I even asked the guy, I was like, what's your name? Because when I get there, I want to show you what the hell I'm talking about. Because the guy was a total idiot. But I didn't have time to go by there. But anyway, it's good I didn't, because I would have probably ended up walking the fuck out of there with one of those things.
The gun shop I have nearest me that I go shoot at indoors all the time when I take videos, where I took Coda Boy, they got 2 full shelves of STIs. Every model you could want, from $2,000 to $4,000, they got it.
Oh wow, nice.
Whoever made that cool noise? That was perfect timing.
Oh yeah, that's my eBay going off because I got about 30 auctions ending right now.
Oh, well, you
Oh.
timed it just right.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Hey, the guy in the chat, Captain Shark, is that Captain SCHAR Shark?
Yeah.
He said I think he says he lives in Mount Pleasant. Is that right? Maybe you can confirm that. Because I'm in Charleston area.
Yeah, he's around here.
We have a Mount Pleasant in Michigan too.
Oh, maybe no. He said it was a PSA in Mount Pleasant, so I know that's not Michigan.
I was paying more attention to the.
He said. Yeah, he says he's in Mount Pleasant. All right. Yeah, we're local, so that's cool.
I've been paying attention a little bit to that external chat out there. We got a bunch of kids out there. They're all in their fucking 40s, like early 40s, like 38 to 40. And I was like, you fucking kids.
I'm 38.
There's another one. I'm just mad because I'm almost 50.
Roger, you look damn good for 50.
Hey, how many 49-year-olds can pull that shit off? That's what I'm saying.
I'm just surprised it's not gray like this mop head.
Well, I got that. It's gray.
Yeah, I got gray hair and a whole bunch up here.
Yeah, y'all know I turned 50, or I thought I was turning 50, and then I was like, you know what? I don't really know how old I am. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I just figured I was turning 50. Me and my wife were talking. She's like, I don't think you're quite 50 yet. So I fucking, I was born in '68. I said, you try to figure it out, and you're like, fuck, I don't really know how to do that. So anyway, you can actually Google your birthday and everything. It'll tell you exactly how old you are to like the day or whatnot. Fuck, I'm 49. I thought I was already 50. I'm 48. I'm gonna be turning 49 this year.
Those are the first signs right there, Rob.
I thought I was gonna be turning 50, so it's like I got a free year,
That's exactly how it happens when you get about 48. The memory starts going.
Yeah, it's fucking shot. You don't know nothing.
You just don't want to remember is what it is.
No, you just don't give a shit. That's what it is.
Exactly.
How old am I? I don't give a fuck. I'm just happy to be alive. I don't give a shit how old I am.
Exactly. Yeah, I was born in '68. I'm 49 myself. I've already had my birthday this year, so come next year I'll be 50.
Okay, yeah, so we're right there. Yeah.
Sounds like a party to me. What?
Rick just had a birthday.
I did. 21 all over again. Yeah.
Rick's like 65, I think.
I look good for 65, though, I hope.
He shoots like he's 70.
At least 70.
He cuts trees down like he's 80.
Oh, check this shit out. Let me grab it. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, that's
It's either a dildo or a chainsaw.
I have this? You know why I have this? Because the other one's stuck in a tree.
You can get them out of there, right? I mean,
yeah, I need an extra bar anyway, so I figured out.
Oh, there's the sweet tea coming out.
Still drinking the tea.
Yeah, it's been out.
Still drinking that Shadow 2, I see.
Yep. That's a Shadow 2.
Hey, Rick, they got chainsaw bars on clearance at Walmart.
You want to know the truth? Everything's on clearance at Walmart. It just depends on when you go.
Yep. No, but for real, if any of you guys are ever looking for something that you need a deal on and they happen to sell it at Walmart, just give me a call or whatever. I'll find it for you.
Billy is the nicest member of the Emma Mafia. He will actually help you out. All them other guys will tell you to fuck off and pound sand.
Yeah, Billy's hooked me up a couple times.
No, they're all pretty nice, but Billy's he's always willing to help. So I appreciate you, brother.
For sure.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time pounding the pavement at Walmart.
I called Billy after you got the shells for cheaper. Remember we bought a fuck ton of shotgun shells? I'm like, motherfucker.
I had to show you. No, was it me or was it him?
That was you.
Oh yeah, that was at Field and Stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to call Billy and say, all right, I need to figure out how to get this lower than Pops. And there you go. Perfect timing.
Yeah, I think he helped me show you up on that one pretty much.
Yeah, I think you called him in order for that magic to happen, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it was a special thing going on there that honestly, that deal was legitimate, straight up. You can't get that nowhere but from Billy. So
yeah, I sent Rick that coupon too. He capitalized on it.
Oh, okay, good.
Now is that good forever?
Now wait, see that's where you kind of cross the line. Yeah. You're not really supposed to talk about shit like that, but
oh, I'm new.
Yeah, there's no expiration date.
Yeah, don't be giving that trade secret here, Rick. I have to fucking boot you
I
up.
don't even know what you guys are talking about. I'm talking about 40 cal ammo over here. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
I'll tell you what, though, those shotgun shells, the velocity on those fuckers are no joke. Because I'll tell you what, I don't remember that Stoger of mine bucking nearly as hard as it did with regular 2 3/4 shit as that shit we bought at Field and Stream. That shit's violent.
That shit kicked my ass.
Yeah. It nails you almost as hard as fucking 3.5-inch turkey loads do.
It's got some get some, I tell you.
Yeah, I got home and my fucking shoulder was bruised up, and I know it wasn't from that fucking 50.
Well, after we shot the 50 and then we went over to shoot clays, I brought about 200 rounds of shells. And I think I opened the box up and shot maybe one box. And then I put the shotgun away. I said, oh, fuck this. I'm going to go do something else.
Yeah, nobody shot the clays this year too much.
No, not like we did the year before, man. We blasted the crap out of those things.
Yeah, there's just never knowing the temperament of what we're going to do, because I've been there a few times, and like you say, sometimes we shoot the shit out of shotguns, and then other times we was just pistol shooting. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just like whatever the way the wind blows, that's just the way we went. I don't know.
There was just too much other cool artillery there. I mean, shit, there was 100 fucking ARs there. You probably put 50,000 rounds of 223 down that fucking range.
You know what? I bet there was 100 ARs there. I really do. I think there was, because I mean, if everybody had a couple, and I had 10, I mean.
Well, I know the rack was full. We almost needed a whole nother one of those.
Oh no, yeah, the rack was just like a rest area. Everybody had all their real shit still in their cars. Oh, Floyd, man, fuck, Floyd was awesome, priceless.
That's right.
At the cop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, can I take a picture of this shit? I'm like, yeah, fuck, go for it.
He's like, I need a video.
Yeah.
You should have hung out and shot a couple rounds.
I invited him, well, y'all know I invited him back, but.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm sure the cops don't have nearly as cool a shit as we had there, other than they have full auto.
You know what? In that town, I really don't think they really have. I don't even. I bet those guys aren't even. I bet they're shotgun pistol only. I bet there's not many rifles in their arsenal, really. Maybe one or two. I don't know.
I bet you the percentage of law enforcement. I bet you it's very, very small that has full auto, like 10% small.
Yeah, they can get it, but there's no need for it, I don't think.
I know here every cop car now has a rack in it with a shotgun and an AR, but I don't know if they're full or semi-auto.
They're probably 3-round bursts, which is better than we can get.
Yeah.
If that, though, I agree with you guys. I bet most of them, because, Blue was on here the other day talking about how they just got 3-round burst, and he's been a police officer forever, as long as his career. and they just now got a 3-round burst, and I think it's only a few of them. It's not like all of them are carrying one. So,
well, and it's still
and he's
it's
and
still
he's
a,
in a little,
it's still a select fire. I mean,
yeah.
most of those guys never even they'll never even need to use it. So,
Well, and being somebody that's actually shot a full auto, I mean, the practicality of it is you're gonna run out of fucking ammo way too quick. It's really, I mean,
I've shot full auto and I've shot the 3-round burst. The 3-round burst makes way more sense.
Yeah. And they don't even issue that anymore to the military.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they quit doing the 3-round burst. It's just select fire, full auto, semi, safe. That's what they do now.
Or belt fed.
Or belt fed saw. Yeah, no, saw would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's what Rob needs next year.
You can buy them, but they're still semi-auto.
Yeah.
I've shot full auto twice. AR that was full auto and an MP5 that was 9mm, and the MP5 was way more fun.
Yeah, it's the same with me. I shot the AR's full auto and then shot the M60. That thing is an awesome freaking gun. I did that when I was like 12, and I'll never forget that. It was just awesome.
It's good times.
At the range I took Coda Boy to, they have full auto rental. But the shit part about it is it's expensive to rent the gun, and they make you run their ammo, which is expensive too. So it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, there's a couple of ranges here you can rent full auto, but just like you said, you got to buy their ammo. You know, after you, I mean, I don't know what it costs, but I've shot full auto before, so I'm like, I don't even know what it costs because I hadn't looked into it because I don't give a shit. I'm like, I've done that, been there, done that. I'm good. I'm not going to spend $200 for 10 minutes of fun.
If I could take my own ammo, I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
If I could take the rifle to my own property, I'd be all over it. But to have to do it in a controlled environment is it kind of takes away from it a little bit. But those, really what you should go to is one of those full auto shoots. And I think you have to pay there too. But God, you got like 30 different guns to choose from. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, they'll have a price posted per magazine, or a 100-round belt that costs you this much money. I think that's Knob Creek, and there's one down in Florida, I believe they do, and there's probably others around the country. That'd be the way to go.
One of my employees at work went to Knob Creek this year. He said it was off the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one year. Maybe we can all go.
They have them out there every spring and every fall. That's only about 15 miles from my house, 20 miles.
Do they do the night shoot at every?
Yeah, every one of them may do that. It goes on like 3 days. It's like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and one of the nights is the night shoot. It might be every night. I had never been. I plan on going someday. You'd think I'd go since it's so close. I just can't imagine. I'd go up to the range like I used to shoot up there, and I would go to the range, and I would never pay attention to when they were doing stuff, and so I'd be all loaded up, ready to go shoot, and I'd pull up, and there'd be cars for like 2 miles, like a half a mile from the range, starting there, and so I wouldn't get to shoot, and I'd be all pissed off. Well, let's pick the wrong day. I have to go back home. But
let's plan a year and do that.
Yeah. Well, I want to. You can buy a table as a vendor, and actually, I'd like to go one year and buy a table and sell mag loaders. I think they'd sell good at a full auto shoot. You know.
Let's do it. I'll be your helper.
I can't even imagine the cash those guys fucking go through for that deal. I mean, they're just out there with those belt-fed freaking truck-mounted guns and just blowing through tens of thousands of rounds of ammo out into freaking nothing but darkness. Just fucking $2 a shot. Just bam, 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 bam.
Shooting drones out of the air.
Yeah, think about a 100-round belt of 50 cal. I mean,
ooh, that's expensive.
That's $300 just for the belt. And they probably charge you another couple hundred. You know, that's probably a $500 fucking fun ticket that lasts, less than a minute.
Sponsored by Pure Leaf.
Red October was saying, what was he saying? That's a big old jug or whatever. Same size.
I think one of the last full autos I shot was a 50 BMG. And that was years ago, but yeah, the mall deuce, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, the toggle, 100-round belt. That was in the military, but anyway, that was a lot of fun. We was on one mountain, and we was shooting at another little mountain. Now it was in Alabama, so their mountains ain't the same as they are in South Carolina, North Carolina, but for Alabama, it was a mountain, and. And best I could figure, we was shooting between 2 and 3 miles away, and hitting. They had tanks and jeeps and shit just on a hill, because you'd pull the trigger, hold it down for a few seconds, and let go, and it'd take like 3 seconds for the bullets to hit. You'd sit there and wait for the damn bullet trail. Like, oh, okay, I need to go up a little bit.
Yeah, I was a Bradley gunner. And I can remember being zoomed in on a target and pulling the trigger and watching the rounds come into the view of the, as you're watching the target, it's almost like the rounds are flying over your head to impact the target. Pretty wild, but pretty awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually really surprised at the farm that there was nobody that brought a full auto, or even anybody really that had bump fire stocks.
Yeah, no bump fires. I don't know if I've ever had anyone out there with bump fire stocks, but there was one guy there that did have one. I just guess he didn't bring it out because my friend Rick, my electrician friend Rick, his next door neighbor was there, Ron, and he has 2 rifles or bump fires. I guess he just didn't break them out.
Was that the guy that has the Sega shotgun?
No, that was Rich, not Rick.
Rick.
Yeah.
Well, he had a bump fire on his M&P 1522 that he was shooting.
Oh, okay.
He's got a good collection too.
Yeah, his collection's insane.
Yeah, his collection's getting bigger in CZs right now too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's not on YouTube, but he still watches my videos. He's like sending me these pictures of he bought a Shadow 2 in Flat Dark Earth, which I've never fucking seen one before. I'm like, I didn't know one even existed, but I guess they do. Anyway, pretty cool.
I want to try one of those binary triggers. I don't really think I want to buy one, but I want to try it.
One guy brought one of those to the IDPA match, and holy shit. I don't think I couldn't tell the difference between full auto and that thing. And I asked him, I said, how long have you had that? Have you practiced long enough where it makes it, where it's perfectly timed? He's like, no, this is the first time I shot it. And I was like, damn. I mean, he's a good shooter overall, but he had the timing down. It sounded like full auto. I would never be able to tell the difference if like, TR always talks about his neighbor, hearing him shoot. If I was listening to a neighbor shoot that thing, I would assume it's full auto. That's how close it sounded.
Yeah, think about how fast you can pull the trigger and then multiply that times 2. That's basically what that is.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of a learning curve to it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel right,
I want one. I don't know that I can afford to feed it, but I want one.
Well, I got that TacCon trigger that's got the 3rd option, and you can dump a shit ton of ammo, but it's kind of all bullshit hype.
Well, it's kind of like a hot chick. I mean, you want one, but you're not sure you can afford it.
See, Warthog, he has the Echo, and that's the one that he had, and he said he thought it was full auto. It's the good one if you're gonna do it, but it's expensive.
Yeah, what are they, $500?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know the exact amount, but I know it's like 5 something or right in there.
We took my buddy's 1522, his M&P, and we put a 3-pound drop-in trigger in it, and we put the reverse muzzle brake on it so it has more recoil, and then put the bump fire on it, and that thing's fun as shit. But those mags only hold 20 rounds, so it's real quick.
Oh, they're down to 450 now. There you go, TR. It's getting closer.
Yeah, when I was looking
waiting,
at the one I was looking at was about 400. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Ammo Mafia email where they drop to like 200, and then I'll jump on it.
But there's two different ones, from what I understand. There's one that you can like once you pull the trigger, if you hold the trigger back, you can actually flip the safety on, and it won't go off when you let go of the trigger. I think that one's a little bit cheap. I mean, that one's a little bit more expensive than the one that once you pull the trigger, it doesn't matter. When you let go, it goes off no matter what. And I think that one's a little bit cheaper, but either way, I mean, that's something you would definitely have to kind of train yourself to use that. But I can pull the trigger pretty damn fast already. I want one, but I don't want one. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't want one that bad.
Yeah.
I've heard you can get some feed issues with them too, depending on how fast you pull that trigger.
What was that, Scott?
I've seen some videos in that where you can get some jamming issues and stuff like that, some feeding issues if you pull the trigger too fast.
I don't doubt it.
Makes sense.
But those guns are made to run full auto if you have a full auto bolt. So
Yeah, I do have a full auto bolt in my CMMG, and I've dumped it many a times and not had any issues.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys are buying the triggers, but they're not switching the bolts.
well, I don't know if they. I mean, I've never read up on the trigger. That particular trigger may not need you to, but I just figure it's nice to have a full auto bolt just for the hell of it.
Yeah, well, the full auto bolt's heavier, so it probably, that little minuscule, time that it takes to work the action probably comes into play. If you got a lightweight bolt,
Timing.
I think that be it. Yeah, the timing might be off or whatever. And that in a full auto bolt is heavier, so to slow it down just a little bit, and would probably help with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm seeing out there a lot now is these bolt carrier groups that they're trying to take weight out of.
Oh yeah, the low mass.
Yeah.
Then you got to change your buffer spring and all that shit. I don't know. I'm kind of. I don't have any ARs that are lightweight bolts or nothing like that, so I'm kind of used to normal shit. But
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of all the lightweight stuff. I mean, not that I have anything against it, had any bad experiences, but I don't get it. It's like, how much faster does a fucking bolt need to fucking slam home? I can't even recognize when it slams home. I pull the trigger, boom, there's another round in there. How much fucking faster does it need to be?
Yeah, it's got to be more wear on the rifle as well. And like y'all said, you get a heavier bolt, and then you just want to slow it down. So, kind of doesn't make sense. It's like, well, I got a real fast bolt, so now I've got to slow it down because I'm going to wear my rifle out real quick, and
I think the big push for that is because people want to lighten up their guns for hunting and stuff like that, which I get. But I don't hunt with my AR.
Three gun.
yeah, it's all for competition, basically. All right, boys, my bedtime.
All right, Rob, have a good one, man.
Enjoyed talking to y'all. Y'all be good.
Later,
Later,
bro.
buddy.
And if you can't be good,
be good at it.
Hell yeah.
the best video is when you're all you're all screw it.
Fuck it. Later.
Later. Later, Rob.
All right, we got about another 20-30 minutes. What else we need to talk about, guys? Y'all want to change subject, shift gears, whatever?
I'm good with anything.
What's going on with you, crazy Scotsman?
Not a whole lot, man. Just I've been working on the C-Max stuff, and that's pretty much consumed a lot of my time. It's gotten pretty huge, so
Yeah,
you know,
you bit off a big monster right there. That's awesome of you.
yeah, it's gotten crazy. So I decided to break it up into 4 different giveaways. So it's
That's the question I was just going to ask, was how many pieces of the pie are you going to split it up?
I'm gonna split it 4 ways. So there'll be 4 different giveaways. The first one is at $3,500. The next one's at 7. The next one's 10.5, and then 14 will be the AR package.
Now, do you get to? You're still in the drawing if you didn't win, right?
Yes, you'll still be in the drawing if you didn't win. Actually, Smile Money sent me a message earlier and was asking about that. And you know, like I was explaining to him, you know, when you're making these videos, you always miss something. You always forget something. But yeah, no, if you don't win, you're still going to be in the drawing for the next one. If you win, and tell me what you guys think. But I was thinking if you win one of the first ones, then your name would be removed, but it'd go back in for the final drawing, and that way you're still getting, you know, your money's worth. And
That
what
sounds good.
do you guys got to think on that?
I think that's really smart.
I don't know. I kind of think if you win, you're out.
It's hard to say. And, you know, as much as I want as much money raised for C-Max as possible, people lose interest. So don't get too caught up on a dollar amount that can be raised. And I'm just saying this from past giveaways. You know, I don't even have any skin in the game. I don't even want to be a winner. You know, I mean, I don't even want in it. I'm just saying it for the people out there. You know, he wants a certain amount raised, and it's great of you to want to double that or triple that, but that goal may not be hit. I hate to say it. I'm just saying it may not. So,
And I get it. It's possible. You know, it's very possible.
I mean, look how much problem we've only had trying to raise $10,000. I mean, it took them forever to do that, and they fucking promoted the shit out of it. You know, so I'm just saying, you know, kind of take it all into accord. You know.
Yeah, Domi's giveaway was pretty awesome with that AR-10, but it did take a while.
Yeah.
I'd say hit his, man, this is just my 2 cents. Hit his goal. That's what he wants. Hit his goal. If we can raise more, that would be even awesome. That would be very awesome. But don't read too much into it because people will lose interest. I think we've already kind of lost interest. Well, not us, but I think because it kind of went hard and fast. And from the last time I checked, it kind of petered off.
It petered off some. I checked it earlier. Hold on,
what's it up to now?
Let me just double check it here. Hold on 1 second. We're at $3,057, so about another $450 before the first giveaway.
Okay, cool. I know he was wanting to hit 7. So the fact that it went from 500 to 3,000 is a very big. That's huge.
Yeah, that was a huge push. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, you know, for the people out there, because like I said, I don't even want my name in the damn pile. I'm putting shit in it myself. I'm like, I don't want anything back. I'm putting into it, you know. And let my buddy Tool Monkey, you know, throw $100 flashlight in it, you know. Fuck, you know, it's gonna be awesome prize packages for everybody.
Yep.
Invest $10, win $200 worth of shit, or $300 worth of shit, or whatever it ends up being, whatever prize pack it is. That's a great payoff and a worthwhile cause.
Yep.
Scott Scotsman, I don't remember from the video. Did you say if you were gonna pull names out of a hat or a box, or are you gonna use a random number generator? How are you gonna do it?
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, I got a spreadsheet made up. And once I get that completed, I'm actually going to send it to a different channel, and I'm going to have a live drawing. And that way I don't have my hands in it whatsoever, other than the fact that I just assembled the spreadsheet, and have someone else draw the name. That way I got nothing to do with it. That way it kind of makes it a little bit more fair.
Okay, so you are gonna cut out slips with people's names and do a physical drawing.
However the other channel wants to do it. I'm like I said, I have a spreadsheet with everything on there, everyone's name, everyone's donated, how many entries they get, and then more than likely that's probably what the other channel will do. Will be cut them up, put them into something, and then draw a name out of it.
Yeah, it's hard to do the random number generator when people have more than one entry, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I like a physical drawing myself, but I don't care when people do the random generator. That's okay. You know, I mean, it's their contest, it's their giveaway. I mean, but I kind of like the physical. It's like either if you don't trust me, you shouldn't have fucking entered already. Okay.
You know, that's a good point, because there's really, no matter what kind of formula they've got written in the software for a random generator, it's not truly random. I mean, it's close, and of course we're talking about probably like within thousands of percentages, but that if you draw it out of something physical, that is truly random, you know, if you got it shaken up. So
Sure. Yep.
But there again, I don't know how many people's going to end up being in it, you know. So you know, it's hard to say.
I got quite a few entries so far, so it's building up fast.
It's different when it's 20 people versus 200.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Southern Style 357 said, how many subscribers did Is Your Six Cover say he had to get before he gives away that 650?
He's not even paying attention, man.
A whole shit ton of them.
Yeah, you're going to probably need about 1 million subscribers before you give away the 650.
Hell yeah, this thing is freaking off. I put myself on mute so I wouldn't make noise. I said I'll make a couple of rounds.
You probably wouldn't want the one Rick's got anyway, because he's probably going to end up breaking it at some point. He's already put parts on backwards.
Yeah, that was only for a couple minutes until I figured out something was wrong.
So, Rick, right out of the gate, how much faster is it?
It's probably at least twice as fast as this one here. Does it even show up? Yeah. It's
Twice as fast as the Square Deal B.
Yeah. Easy. Well, here, I'll blast them out right now. Hold on. I'll put the thing back on. You guys keep talking then. Why don't you guys time it?
You had to tempt them, didn't you?
Twice as fast relative to the Dylan Square Deal B. What sucks is I dropped something, but I grabbed one off of there. I'll have to find it later.
I know that Square Deal B is pretty quick. Yeah, he's slow.
We should
Slow
do a
and steady
live
wins the
race
race.
with you on the 550 and him on the 650.
Slow and steady wins the race.
being all careful, trying to do it right and whatnot, that's pretty unbelievable.
You got to get yourself one of those camera rigs like Coda Boy got there, Rick, so you can see your powder.
Well, I have a 550 and a square deal B. I think the square deal B is actually a little quicker, but at the same time,
index it.
yeah. But I mean, even with that, look at that long stroke you're having to do. You don't have to a square deal B. You don't have to stroke it that long.
Stroke man, stroke man.
He just likes.
Well, at least that's what she said, anyway.
This thing's awesome.
Oh, it is. I'm happy for you.
Me too. I can make 223 now without wanting to slip my wrist.
Yeah, 223 is a pain in the ass to make.
So here's a question: when you guys are doing 223, do you separate your 556 and 223 brass?
No.
No, you just swedge them all and then you're good.
Okay.
Well, most of the stuff you get is usually 556 anyway. So you're already having to enlarge the primer pocket or take out the military crimp and and you gotta size it, you gotta fucking trim it. It's a pain in the ass. I hate reloading 223. That's why I don't do it. I got the setup to do it, but I just soon buy Russian shit and be done with it. It ain't worth my damn time.
Plus, if you would have shot yourself in the arm with anything else, it might have been worse.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I could do this all day.
I bet you could.
You did it all day, you might make some money and pay for it.
I tell you what. It's just fun. I mean, this part's the best part of the whole thing. I love that shit. And then it turns off right now. Yeah, it turns off. I think it's freaking cool. That's how my next drawing is going to be. I stole that one from Rob. He put like a number for each person that is a contestant of winning, and then whichever one came out first was the winner. I thought that was genius.
So what's the biggest Mac Daddy Dylan money can buy?
The 1050 Super.
1050. So yeah, so there's an ammo manufacturing company local to me that I've bought some 223 and other ammo from before, and back when it was a little tough to find. And I went into their place, and it's pretty sweet. They've got a table set up that has 12 1050s on it, and they're fully automatic with the motors, and they don't even tend to them. They just sit there and load ammo.
Yep, those are about $1,700 a piece. But yeah, I can see it. I mean, they would do it. All you have to do is hook up a damn little motor. It would do it. And for anybody that's curious, anybody out there that's in the still hanging around, yes, that was the round that was dug out of my fucking arm. That's what a 223 looks like after it hits a metal plate and goes into your arm.
Was that Tull ammo or Wolf?
Tula,
Tula.
Toll, whatever. Let me put this up. I don't want to lose it. It's a souvenir. I'll probably forget I put it in there now.
The problem with loading so much ammo is I need places to put it.
You're welcome to send some this way.
Like this thing's full. So
there you go. You're all set for your next match.
yeah, depending on I need to start loading some 9 up for that new CZ. I gotta find something to put all this shit in.
You need to get one of those big cabinets for your garage like I got in my basement. And just keep filling up those plastic 30 cal ammo cans from Walmart and just keep putting them in there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of that. A bunch of the steel ones.
Yeah, just keep loading them in there. Mine's about to fall over. I need to get a second one.
Let me mute myself so I don't make too much.
Yeah, he's got a bad habit of loading ammo and making a bunch of fucking noise.
I've got so much 45 in the bottom of my freaking cabinet that I have. It's about ready to tip over.
Yeah, you didn't want to hear that. I probably got my wife probably running down here going, what the hell is it? Are you okay?
Did you fall?
Yeah. Did you fall? Not yet, honey. I'm still drinking iced tea.
Had a few people commented, or at least one or two. I think we all have a certain tolerance for pain. And this is just my thinking. I don't know what y'all think. If you're going through a lot of pain, you just kind of pick a point out on the wall. This is what I do, or I did. Pick a point out on the wall, and I just concentrated on that little fucking point and just tried my best not to think about it, if that makes any sense. I don't know. That's what I did, because my buddy was digging the fuck out of my arm. and I had a little bit of a numbing topical ointment on it, so it kind of numbed up the surface of my arm, but when he was digging inside of it, it hurt like a bitch.
Little biofreeze?
It was some kind of a numbing cream for if you're getting a piercing or a tattoo or something like that. I mean, something you can buy, you know. I mean, it wasn't nothing prescription. And it did pretty good, but when he was inside, it was just like, yeah, that hurts. Go ahead, get it out. Dig. Okay, fine. I'm looking over here. All right, do what you got to do.
The worst pain I ever went through in my life was kidney stones. So I don't know. That was bad.
Yeah, I'm sure that hurt way worse than what I did. Matter of fact, my mother-in-law had kidney stones, and she also had 5 kids. She said those 5 kids didn't hurt as much as kidney stones. So kidney stones are a rough deal. If you went through that, damn it, you dude, you need a fucking award. You need a medal.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I was in the hospital, and they were telling me, we think we shrunk it down small enough so you can pass it yourself. And that was the day before we were leaving to go northern Michigan for our week of rifle hunting that we go on every year. And I was like, yeah, well, give me some Vicodin, and I'm going to the woods with my gun.
Yeah, I had like I said, a mother-in-law for my first wife, and she was in the hospital for something else. Maybe she was with somebody else. I forget the whole story. But anyway, there was a guy there that had kidney stones, and he was wincing in pain. And there was some other lady there that tried to make fun of him. It's like, well, you don't know any pain until you had a child. And she like snapped at the woman. It's like, look, I've had 5 children. It didn't hurt nowhere near as much as passing 1 kidney stone. That man is going through pain. You need to shut up.
Yeah. I think the worst part about it for me was not so much passing it as it was the when you first get it, your kidneys swell up big time and they push on your back. And that was actually the worst part of it.
Well, from everything I heard, I hope I never had to go through it, and I'm sorry you had to. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I figured out what the culprit was and and I've never drank it again, so I'm done, I hope.
Soda, right?
No, it actually wasn't soda. A lot of people think that. Like my mom used to always say, "Oh, it's because you used to drink Mountain Dew all the time." And actually, it wasn't. I used to drink a shit ton of red Gatorade, and it had a ton of calcium in it. And what it was calcium buildup for me. So since then, I've never touched another bottle of Gatorade.
Shit, I never would have guessed Gatorade.
Yeah, I think protein, a lot of protein, like people that drink like protein drinks and those muscle building drinks and stuff, I think that can cause them to.
Yeah, the other thing you got to watch out for if you're somebody that's heavy into protein too is sometimes when you go to take a sit down, it can get a little painful.
Yeah, I bet.
Very educational show. We always have.
Yeah.
It always ends and turn into crap somehow, right?
Trying to be quiet.
You're doing a shitty job.
That's why I was muted.
I
How
can
long did
see
it
a
take
lot
you
of live videos coming from Rick, just him just cranking away on the handle.
I was timing him. I think he got like 7 or 8 rounds off in the last 7 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, right. Hey, put the timer on. Let's see what we can do. How many rounds does it take to do? 10 rounds.
I'll give you 1 minute.
Before I run out of primers. Why don't you guys in the external guess?
Well, you only got about 30 or 40 primers in there from what I see.
Yeah, so I already did 70. Who's ready?
You ready? Go
1
ahead.
minute, go.
Who's timing?
Wait a minute. Let me
It's already started.
I'll start over.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Count the bullets. 1, 2. That ain't good. Oh, that's why I have no shells. Hold on.
18 seconds.
I could have went to Walmart and bought a box of 40.
I'm empty. Hold on. That's
So
how
what,
fast I'm
do
going.
it now or
I don't have the
something?
hopper running. It's just like a bullet magnet sucking. All right.
So you're
All right,
going to start over?
Yeah, we'll give you a start over.
Hold on. Let me load up the rack again.
Oh, good Lord.
Rick, you suck at this.
TR, did you
I'm
start?
going to get the rack open.
What's that, Billy?
Did you start loading 45 long bolt yet?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
And I'm out of shells up there. 3.
While this minute passes, the last setup I bought for my Dillon 550 was 45 long cold. That's Billy.
What do you figure it is per round?
Yeah, they're $1 a round, man, to buy them. You got to reload 45 rounds.
What do you figure it's costing you to reload it?
Well, being I cast my own bullets, they cost me maybe 7 to 10 cents a piece, maybe.
Wow. So if you had to buy bullets, what would they be?
$1 a piece. Oh, well, if I had to buy the bullets and reload them, maybe that might knock it up to maybe 15 cents. Wow, like that.
Powder alarm's going.
5 seconds.
He's out of power. He's out of primers.
Stop.
You're out of primers, Rick. Stop.
Not yet. Not yet. Actually. Is the minute up?
Yeah, it was up about 10 seconds ago.
There was at least 30 rounds, maybe more.
Nice.
Now it's like mid-20s, I think. I was trying to count, but then I had to refill. And
Well, I'm just going by, being that I have some Dillon presses, going by how much that primer stick was up.
yeah,
I knew it was probably around 30 primers left. That's what I'm guessing. Now, it's pretty quick, man. Oh, I know it's quick.
oh,
You went Big Daddy and went and got the damn case feeder and all that shit. I don't have none of that bullshit.
this thing is awesome. I've seen videos on YouTube where people are making them out of a bucket and some switches and servo and.
Why would you go? Fuck it, $250. Just buy the motherfucker. Be done with it.
they're building it for like 25. That was the thing.
Hey, I still don't know if it'd be worth the trouble.
No, I'd rather just.
I mean, I can drive my truck with my feet, but why? You know,
Now,
just because you can do something doesn't always make it practical to do.
see, I'm faster than L&B Pro. He says, sure is faster than my press, being I don't have one.
What do they rate that press for, Rick? Like, how many rounds a minute do they say you can get?
800, I think. Or 700.
600 an hour.
That's in an hour.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me grab the magic book here.
Well, I started to say I got mine.
So at 30 rounds a minute, you would have been 180 rounds. You're a little under.
500 to 800. Like yesterday, I did 300, and I was just relaxing and going slow, and you know, it was only an hour or so.
It depends. You got to get your rhythm down.
Yeah.
Because what they say, like the squared LB is 300 to 500, the 550, 400 to 600, the 650, they're saying 500 to 800 if you have a case feeder. And the 1050, they're saying 1,000 to 1,200 an hour.
I'd like to see SoCal chime in on that. I would think if he can pull off those kind of times, then it might be true.
Actually, SoCal even says it's not that quick. He can't pump out 1,000 an hour. He's like, yeah, you pump out several hundred, but even with the 1050, you don't crank out 1,000. We were talking reloading one night, and I don't know what he said. I forget the number he actually threw out there, but it wasn't 1,000. He was thinking 500 to 800 max, even on 1050.
That's pistol rounds too, not 223, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be faster. I don't know yet for sure, but you would think so.
And the 1050 don't even do all rifle calibers. It only does 223 and 308. Yeah, no, 223 and 30-06. Or maybe it's 223 through 30-06.
Yeah, that's through 30-06.
Yeah.
It's the length of the case on it.
But you can get, if you took your time and just was leisurely doing it, you should be able to get 300 to 400 rounds an hour out of any of them. Even a Hornady.
I think that eventually it might be something I'll have to consider, especially since I've been shooting a lot of 10 millimeter.
Oh shit! Yeah, that shit costs that's very pricey ammo.
Although I do have a source for it right now for $13 a box.
That's not bad.
But if you walk into a store and buy it, it's 20 minimum.
Oh yeah.
You can order it online for $13 a box, but
yeah, 10 millimeter is pretty pricey if you can find it, which I'm sure you can. I know you got fucking sources out the ass, but yeah, buddy of mine, he has a 10 millimeter, and that's a hot fucking round right there. That's just smoking. You go deer hunting with a 10 millimeter.
That's what I use it for, is my carry gun for deer hunting.
I hear you, man.
If I get one within 25 yards, I'll take a shot at it.
Hell yeah. Oh, I remember back in the day when I first got into reloading and really into guns, more so than just collecting, but actually shooting. 10 millimeter, if you get the hot rounds, a good 170 grain, maybe 180 grain, if it's smoking out there pretty hot, full power, it's right on par with a 41 Magnum. That
Yeah,
is a hot fucking round.
I have the Ted Nugent 180 grain, and it's moving 1350.
Yeah. It's blistering, son. It's blistering.
Robin Jones in the external says she can do 700 an hour, a 9mm on a 550B.
Yeah. If you get in the rhythm, I could see it. Cheers. Because hell, even with my little square deal B, you can do 300-400 rounds an hour, just fucking off. Do it. You know, just listen to the radio, kick back. There's SoCal out there. All right, Rich needs to jump off here, and actually it's been a couple of hours, so we probably need to go ahead and wrap this up because I got to go to work tomorrow. I don't know about you guys, but we can go ahead and close this out, and I'll let you go ahead and do a outro, Rich.
All right. Well, I appreciate the invite, TR. Had a good time. Enjoyed talking to all y'all. I don't know if I've chatted with Bad Billy, maybe a little bit before. I can't remember. I've been on a bunch lately, it seems like, but I'm just having fun trying to become one with my new CZs, and other than that, pretty much the same old stuff. And like I said, appreciate it.
That was good talking with you, Rich. Have a good night, man.
You too.
All right, Billy, I'll let you do an outro if you'd like to, my friend.
All right. Well, you guys have a good one. Thanks for having me on. Got a lot of good information. You guys have a good night and a good week. Maybe I'll talk to you on Tuesday.
All right, sounds good.
That's
Rick, is your 6 covered? I always got to say your name first. It just rolls off my tongue better that way.
I appreciate it. As always, thanks you guys for going out in the external and supporting TR in the group. And I'm sure Crazy Scotsman got a few things he wants to say as well about it. I'll leave that up to him because he's the man, the myth on that. Got a new holster I'm trying out from Klinger. They sent me to try out, so we'll see how that works. And be on the lookout for some blue Kool-Aid videos.
I'm looking forward to it. The Crazy Scotsman, go ahead and do your thing, man. Tell us everything that's going on.
All right, well, I appreciate you having me on, as always. And guys, just help out wherever you can when it comes to CMAX. Share it wherever you can. The more attention we can get on this, the better. Like TR said, I may not make it all the way to 14, but we're sure as hell going to damn try. And so I just need everyone's help on sharing it as many places as we can. Appreciate everyone that has so far. Everyone has contributed. Everyone has entered. Everything. It's really just awesome to see this community coming together and helping out someone of our own.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks for doing that for CMAX. That's a lot of work. I know you're probably overwhelmed, and I'm glad you're doing it.
Yeah, a little overwhelmed, but it's all right. Well worth it.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with maybe we can come up with some kind of good tagline to continue it on, like Rob did with Let Freedom Ring. Maybe we can come up with something. If any of us hits the sweet spot and something that seems to be a good tagline, I'm sure other people will just catch on and grab onto it, and we'll run with it. But until then, we'll fumble through it. But anyway, later, everybody, I'm going to close this out. Like I said, I got to go to work tomorrow, and I want to thank the guys for jumping on here. Thank you, Billy, as a first-time guest on my show, at least. And I appreciate you coming on. Rick has fucking disappeared. I don't know where he went. Anyway, later, everybody. Hang on, guys. Hang on, guys. Don't jump off yet. Later.